Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to give a update on everything. I've been a little absent from social media and stuff because there were some things that were going on that I hadn't really discussed. In the last video about my miscarriage, I talked about how the doctor had given me some options about how we were going to get rid of the miscarriage and everything. She gave me the pill option and do everything kind of more naturally at home. She gave me the option of a D&C in the office or getting it done in the hospital. And before that happened, we decided to do another scan. So I think a week after that video, we went in for another scan. And so I went into this scan trying to be very unattached. I didn't want to get I did not want to get hopes up at all. I just wanted to go in there, hear the same thing that we heard every time, and just get it over with and kind of try and move on from it. That's easier said than done. I went in and she started looking on the ultrasound and she said, "Oh, that looks like a baby." Immediately my hopes go up. I saw something, my mom saw something, but then she continued to look and said, well, this doesn't look right. So she talked to one of her colleagues, and because this ultrasound was different from all the others, she wanted to send me to radiology again to have a more in-depth ultrasound again. So she sent me over there. My mom stayed in the parking lot for like an hour and a half, probably about an hour and a half while I waited. They finally got me in. It was really weird. She's not allowed to say anything, so she did the ultrasound, and then I was getting up to leave like I did the last time, and she asked me to sit down. She pulled out a chair for me, and I asked, why did you want me to wait? And she said to make sure the doctor gets the images. And then she sent the doctor the images. She told me I just sent them over. I'm waiting for him to call me. Then he called her, and I heard them on the phone. I heard her say, "I don't see a fetal pole," which is a spine, I believe. Excuse me. And then I heard her mention cysts. So my mind is all over the place. She hangs up the phone and says, "Okay, you can go." So I don't know the point of that. She just wanted me to hear him on the phone. I don't know. So I walked out. I left. We got the results a couple days later. When I got the initial ultrasound that day, before they sent me to radiology, my doctor had mentioned that it looked like a molar pregnancy, which I had never heard of. Nobody I know has ever heard of this. And so she briefly explained it to me, which seemed very scary. And then, so flashback to going home and waiting on the results. I got a call a couple days later, and she said that the doctor that went over my radiology scans also thinks that it could be a molar pregnancy. So for those of you who do not know what a molar pregnancy is, it is pretty rare. It is when a sperm fertilizes an egg, but my egg did not have any genetics in it. And so the body is basically trying to make a baby out of just the father's material, and the body overcompensates and cells start to multiply like crazy, like 2 to 3 times faster than a normal baby. You have a swollen, enlarged placenta, which kind of explains why I was showing faster, showing pretty fast. And then there are 2 types of molar pregnancies. There's a complete molar pregnancy, and there's an impartial and there's a partial molar pregnancy. A complete molar pregnancy is the one that I ended up having, which is the one you don't want. Basically, it acts like cancerous cells and keeps multiplying, and it can spread throughout the body. So when I went home and Googled things, you can only imagine how scared I was. So she called me with the results, saying that the doctor also thought that. So they wanted to schedule me for a D&C ASAP. I had to go into the hospital and have the DNC while put under, because with a molar pregnancy, bleeding is high risk. There's chance you could bleed a lot more. So we did the DNC. The surgeon came out and told my mom, who went with me along with my husband, that everything went good. She thinks that she got everything, and that was that. I was sent home. And then I wasn't going to get the results on if it was a molar pregnancy for sure until pathology came back with the results. So my surgeon wrote me, I want to say like a week later, and she said, good news, it was not a molar pregnancy. So I finally felt like I could breathe, move past it. I was healthy. It was okay. But she didn't give me any other details about it, and I have never had a miscarriage or a DNC before. So I wrote my regular doctor and I said, hey doctor, I got the news that it wasn't a molar pregnancy. I'm just wondering on how long how long do I have to not have sex? How long is it okay to be back in the gym? Can we start trying again for a baby? I just didn't know anything really about it. So she wrote me back and said, hey Caitlin, we can't rule out the molar pregnancy yet. I've reached out to pathology and I will get a hold of you as soon as I can, basically. So then I was just really confused because I was just able to take a breath, and then she's telling me, wait, hold on. So I don't know who messed up along the line, but something was not communicated right. So I've been waiting since basically October 2nd. It is now the 16th, I think, on the results, which is just scary. And yesterday, my doctor called me in the morning. She told me that it was a molar pregnancy, a complete molar pregnancy, that she had sent my labs to a San Francisco specialist, and it was a complete molar. And so that now the steps basically that I have to take next are to monitor my HCG levels, because when your HCG levels don't go back down to being in the negative, it means that it has turned cancerous and spread somewhere. So right now I have to be monitored and do blood work once a week. And if at any time my levels plateau or rise, then that means that I have to go in for a scan of my lungs and my brain and start chemotherapy. So, you know, it's a lot. I just lost my dad almost 2 years ago to cancer. So my mind's like probably more all over the place than it should be. Not to mention, that sucks for my mom to be going through this too, you know. And not only did I feel like I lost the child that I thought that I was going to be getting, but now I'm getting the word cancer thrown at me. So I'm just really, honestly, like, to be super transparent, like, I'm not even gonna pretend, like, I'm super scared and I'm super nervous. This also means that I can't try to have another baby for a year, and even then it might be a risk to have one at all. It just sucks that I got this because I got pregnant, and they said that it was complete, like, it's complete bad luck. Like, nothing I did or Ryan did could cause that. It's complete just crap luck. So, yeah, I'm going in tomorrow, my first time for my HCG levels. And that's where I'm at. So, I don't know. I just wanted to update everybody on everything. And honestly, like, when I uploaded my miscarriage videos, I could not believe how many women came out of the woodwork and told me their story on miscarriage. Like, you know that it happens, but you don't know how common it is until you speak up, I guess. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that personally reached out to me. I honestly felt like I couldn't even keep up with all the comments. I was not expecting that many people to take the time out of their day and listen to my story, let alone reach out to me and talk to me. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for everybody that did that. As far as like this whole molar pregnancy experience, when I first got that term thrown at me, I immediately took to YouTube, and there's not a lot of videos on it. There's quite a few scientific videos on it from like doctors and presentations and stuff, but as far as women telling their stories on it, there's not a lot. So I want this to be out there, and I want to have you guys, I don't know, with me on this whole thing. I think it could help me a lot, to be honest. So if you've personally had a molar pregnancy, I would absolutely appreciate it so much if you would reach out to me and tell me just how you were feeling, and I don't know, how you dealt with it, what you went through. I honestly don't know. I feel like there's just nobody who has gone through this. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say, but thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for being here and the kind words. I really appreciate it. If you guys could keep me in your prayers and just say like the quickest prayer for me, it would mean so much to me. You have no idea. Thank you guys so much, and I will try and keep you guys updated. Bye.